Hi everyone, my name is Sikan Ikbe, and today we are going to create a simple applications on Power Apps. I want to call it a score sheet for students. So first of all, we are going to create a SharePoint list. I will call the SharePoint list score sheet. All right, and this will also serve as our data source. Remember, if you're creating any app on Power Apps, you will need to connect it to a data source. So it's called this core sheet. Let me just kind of bring it together. Score sheets. And then I'll just go ahead and add columns to the list. Our first column will be, let's call this name or student's name, single line of text, nothing much. The next one will be, let's call this subject, single line of text. And then after subjects, the score would be a number, score, a number. We don't want decimal places. And that is it for that. So student name, subject, score. What else? Date recorded. So we want to record the date graded. I don't want to include time. Friendly format. Today's date should be the default. All right, so we have our basic score sheet. Let's leave this here. So we'll be heading over to our Power Apps. So we are here in our Power Apps. Always ensure that you are in your development environment. This is the default, which happens to the production. This is managed environments, but you want to be in a development environment. So I've just confirmed that. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and create a new a blank canvas app, call it phone. So what do we name our application? We'll just call it score sheet application. Skip this. So you go to settings, score sheet app, and that is it. Once you close it, it saves automatically. So you can see score sheet app here. What's the first thing we do? So let's go ahead and name this screen as, we'll just name it as screen home screen. And I also want to add the second screen, make it blank so that I can customize it how I want to customize it. I'll just call this screens score sheet. Okay, so you have the home screen. So for the home screen, let's get a picture. I'm considering using something that has to do with classroom. Mm, do I like this? Let's see. This doesn't look appealing to me, so I will just change it to I prefer this. Good, I prefer this. So you always connect your data, always connect your app to a data source. So you come to connectors. On connectors is shares. You go to SharePoint, then you should be able to see your okay, that comes up. And here is our score sheet connecting. Okay, so we now have our apps is connected to a data source. We might want to add a text label. I'll just let's see how this looks. I want to give it something that looks like what you have on the picture, a good background. Let's see this. Okay, this kind of looks good for me. The text should be such that we won't have to struggle to. I like to have a two, yeah, a border for that. So let's go ahead and call this students, or just say welcome, welcome to students score score sheets. This has to be centralized. I would like it bold, or should we try semi-bold? Okay, semi-bold looks good. Font size, let's make it 26. Isn't that too much? Let's make it 24. Awesome. And then we can, what else can we do? I'm pretty much okay with this. I think you two should be okay with that. I'll just cover this. So I will want to have a button. So this button should lead us to this course sheet. Okay, I don't like the color, so I'll just change the color to what is applicable at the top there. Um, well, I don't want to be so. I think I might do something to the color by just the border is, let me see, color self fill. Let me make it 10. Okay, it's too. I wanted something. Mm, I just kind of love balancing the colors, so I'll leave it at that. And then this can, yes, I like that. So whatever, what does this do? Let me see what this does. Okay, we can leave it at this, and we already have our color to be this. So we'll just go ahead and what else can be done? Let's increase it to 27. Okay, let's say 29. Semi bold, can we make it bold? Okay, semi bold looks okay. Or how about normal? Let's leave it at normal. And so we will turn this into enter. So you come in, you click enter. I don't know if I have click, nothing, no such thing as click. Enter. Let me see, what icons do I have? Shapes, pentagon. I don't want that. Let's leave it at that. So the next thing we're gonna do is give this a direction. What is a control button? So what does it do? You go to unselect, look for unselect. That means once I select this, what should happen? I change it from false to navigate. Navigate to screen home. Navigate to screen. No, sorry, not home screen. Navigate to score sheet. Then what kind of transition do I need? I like fading transition, and that kind of makes it easy for me. So for instance, please always ensure you save your work. It's a good practice to do that. So you click on enter, it brings you here, and for now we don't have anything. What's this guy doing here? All right, so we are here now. Let's see what we have. So we have the, so we're on the score sheet. List label, let's label it correctly. You can call it LBL header. Yeah, you can also rename your labels here, so it depends on what you want to do. What else are we to do? Sorry about that confusion. Okay, so we have it here. Let's play. I click enter, and that brings me here. So I will need to bring in a gallery, vertical gallery, if you don't mind. And it's asking me what data do I need to connect, or do I want to connect to my gallery. It's just a display, at least a display surface. That's what the gallery is. So I will connect it to my score sheet. At the moment I don't have any image, so I'm going to make sure I keep it at just title and no image is needed. Then I would like it to be student's name. The subject, okay, student's name is at the top. Then we should have subject. We created subject. Okay, subject is here. Then I'd love to have score. Okay, that is it. So let's head back to and kind of add new item. Just call it student score. Name of students, let's say Adisa. The subject mathematics. The score, let's say 45. The date is okay. But if you want to add any image, you can do that. I didn't want to stress myself about that. But let's just say you want to add, you can go ahead and do that and save it. So we have that. You can add a new one. Students. I hope that's what I used the first time. Then had that, just creating some random. Had that subject to be English. This course should be 5065. No image for this. Or we can just add this. Okay, so we head back to our, so normally it's supposed to show up here. So I'll just save this. There's a way to do this. You go ahead and click on this and try to student's name, student's name. You try to change this to this, change it back to this. So you will see it's gonna update here. So it has been able to populate that information. If I put score is down. If I put subject, you will see. So we are good because we don't have so many students. We just have two. All right, just go ahead and save it. Let's play. So I need to find a way to get back to the home screen. So in that, for us to have that, I need to put a button that will take me back. I can just decide to put it here. Or this is too much. This is too big, so I'll just reduce it. I prefer, let me just use what I call back arrow. Yes, I prefer this. So, and it's so I love to have my app so minimalistic. So do you prefer it down here? I think I'll prefer it up so I can bring this down and kind of take this here. How does this look? So your design skill will come in. Nothing happens if I click this because I've not authorized it. I've not added any control. So make sure you are on select. Okay, you come here, make sure you are on select. What does it do? Navigate back to I want it to navigate to the home screen, home, transition. Let's just leave it at none, and we're good. Save your work. Let's let's do this. So we are back. So once you enter, you come in here, you see your scores, and then you go back to the home screen. That is just the simple thing I wanted to show you. We can also add, let's go to the screen. You can also add, let's call this a text input, just in case you want to search for, the students. If you have so many students and you want to search for them, on default you don't want anything to be here, so just keep it at this. Nothing should be there, and you go to looking for text. Okay, so we'll leave it here. Name your text input. You can call it text input search. Okay, let's get back to our score, our gallery. For the gallery, instead of just having the score sheet, you can link the text input. So you just say filter. What do you want to, what is the source? Score sheet. That's my source. And then if it is blank, I want to bring that text input. Where is the text input? It is called text input search. Okay, you have to declare it. It's a text value. Then you close this. So if it's empty, you bring that off, and then it should start with, now you're trying to filter. You can start with students. How did I name it? Okay, student name. What else? Student name, text input. Text input search. Always remember to put the text. Okay, then we'll have match, type. Okay, text input dot text. Then you have, okay, so just to be, what else do you want to, okay, let's just say we'll make it student's name. Let's close this. What else are we also looking at? Student's name. You also want to search it or filter it with assignment. Yeah, the subject. You can also filter with the subject. So let's kind of say we want to filter with the subject start with subject. Yes, subject. When you say subject, you put comma, text input search, text input search dot text, and you close it. And you close it again. So you're doing this, just observe something here. There is a bracket here, one bracket. This bracket has already closed itself. This one has closed itself. This one has closed itself. But you need to close this for the filter command, okay? Just to show you what happened. If you don't do that, for instance, I delete this, you have this error. You can also do this app checker and find out what's happening. This is unexpected characters. So I know what that is. I just close it, and that should give me what I'm looking for. I save my work. I just don't want to extend this video beyond a certain limit. So let's search for Hadisa. So you can see as I'm typing Hadisa is coming up. Sorry, had that. So let's say Hadisa, that shows up. Did I type so English? So I can filter with mathematics. So once I do that, I check, I say okay, this is it, and I can go back to the home screen. Welcome to students course sheet. So there are many things you can do, but for now I'll just stop here. Let's go back to and add more item. Students, I'm just mixing things up. I can't remember what I put the first time. I'll just put Nsika. Let me put my name, the subject physics. The score should be 50, for instance. Let me just change the dates just to show you. I don't worry about this. So I can I duplicate this? There should be a way to duplicate this. Okay, that's not a problem now. So let's go back. Let me type Nsikan. So you see it has been able to populate that Nsikan. If I search by physics, I have it here. So let's go back. So that is it for our, let me increase the font so you see what we did, just in case you're not seeing properly. You enter, you search, you go. So I can search by subject and I see this. I go back, I enter, I go back home. All right, so guys, this is all I wanted to show you. See you next time. My name is Nsikan Ikpe.